Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for Running Towards Adversity. A great night of championship boxing tomorrow at Portman Road in Ipswich, England. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, along with their great sponsors, Riot Season, 32 Red, That Prize Guy, Global Next Trade, Unibet, FlexMize Business Loans, and Vow Nutrition. A big thanks to those great sponsors. It will be broadcast live worldwide on DAZN, and tickets can be purchased at the Ipswich Town Football Club box office. Let's now get the weigh-in process started. Our first two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round women's lightweight contest. First, we will welcome to the scale, coming to us from Ústí nad Labem, Czech Republic. She brings a professional record of 3 wins, 6 defeats, all 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Kateřina Dvoráková. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super bantamweight contest. First to the scale from Salta, Argentina. He has 16 professional bouts to his credit. Let's welcome Fernando Joaquin Valdez. 126.1 for Fernando Joaquin Valdez. Now to the scale from right here, Ipswich, England, undefeated with 2 wins. One of his 2 wins coming by way of knockout. A stellar amateur could becoming a 2-time national champion. Here is Jack Williams. $120.14 for Jack Williams. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super bantamweight contest. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super featherweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. He has 20 professional bouts to his credit. Let's welcome Alexander El Tyson Morales. 132.9 for Alexander El Tyson Morales. Now we welcome to the scale from Upminster, Essex, England, a stellar amateur, now undefeated as a professional with 6 victories. Here is Billy Boom Boom Adams. 133.8 for Billy Boom Boom Adams. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super featherweight contest. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round featherweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Managua, Nicaragua. He brings a professional record of 12 wins, 13 defeats, 1 draw, 6 of his 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Moises the Panther Garcia. 129.13 for Moises the Panther Garcia. Now to the scale from Ilford, Essex, England. Undefeated with 11 wins, 1 win by knockout. Here is Umar Khan. 127.15 for the undefeated Umar Khan. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round featherweight contest. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round super welterweight contest. First to the scale from Ipswich, England. His professional record, 7 wins with 5 defeats. Here is Gideon Juice Onani. $159.10 for Gideon Juice Onani. Now to the scale from London, England. His professional record, 18 wins, just 1 defeat. 9 of his 18 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the current Commonwealth Super Welterweight Champion, Sam Magic Man Gilly. $160.8 for Sam Magic Man Gilly. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round super welterweight contest. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round middleweight contest. First to the scale from Narva, Estonia, a veteran of 29 professional bouts. Here is Dimitri Dima Prokunas.
Here we go. This is going to be the debut of a certain Lewis Richardson, who you watched at the Olympics, bronze medalist, very upset not to be in the final, thought he did enough to get there. But he's got a bit of everything.
Yeah, really good fighter, and I think a big talent as well. He's turning over reasonably late in his career, so I imagine he'd want to do it very, very quickly, whatever he does, but nice kid, and he can really fight.
Amateur career, proudly representing Great Britain.
Probably hear by the noise as well. He's got a bit of fans here as well. As you say, turned over relatively late. What is he, 27?
I think so, yeah.
So if he's good enough, they're going to fast track him.
Professional boxing debut, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a stacked division as well, that is. There's plenty of fights for him.
Richardson.
I spoke to him a couple of days ago, and he's like, he wants to be fast tracked.
Yeah.
So if there's a route, he's taking it.
He has to be at his age. I mean, I imagine the objective is to become a world champion. When you're winning the bronze medal in the Olympics, then you want to become a world champion as a pro. And he is turning over a little bit later than the normal guys, but he's got that amateur pedigree behind him. Now it's about adapting to the pro game, and I think potentially he can go a very long way.
I was going to ask you that, because obviously, look, the amateurs and pros, same sport, some say different sport, right? In terms of his style, does it suit the pro game?
Well, yeah, he's not an out-and-out fighter, but he can fight a little bit. He's more of a boxer than a fighter, but look, his style will have to adapt and change as he progresses through the ranks, and I think he has a little bit of it all.
Okay.
In a scheduled 6-round middleweight contest.
And this is where the journey starts. Makes his debut on a cracking card as well. I mean, he makes his debut on a stadium fight. It's not a bad place.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, is it? No going back from that. Let's hear from the young man, Lewis Richardson. He's with Dev Sani.
Okay, Lewis Richardson. I mean, we have been waiting and waiting for this moment. 24 hours to go. What are the thoughts? What are the emotions right now?
It's nearly go time, baby. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for everyone showing out today, and yeah, excited to get cracking.
What are you looking forward to the most? There's going to be so much tomorrow night. What are you looking forward to the most?
Just to be back in the ring, you know. I love what I do, and I always, you know, prepare the best way possible. Always in great shape, feeling both mentally and physically really strong, and just ready to put a show on, ready to show everyone, you know, off the back of a successful Olympics last year, what I'm about, and yeah, it's beautiful to be so close to home in Ipswich, and yeah, hopefully the Ipswich people can get behind me, and also the Colchester people.
Best of luck. We are all behind you.
Top man, thank you.
Lewis Richardson, ladies and gentlemen.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest. It will be for the vacant WBA Intercontinental Cruiserweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the scale from Belfast, Northern Ireland. He brings a professional record of 15 wins, 3 defeats, 5 wins. Coming by way of knockout, here is Stephen, the Quiet Man Ward.
Here we go, really intriguing fight in the cruiserweight division. It feels like only yesterday we saw Stephen Ward. That was a really good performance last time out against Tommy McCarthy. And he's back in the ring, 3 months, that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, it is, especially for Stevie, who hadn't been that active up until that point, and he was searching for a fight. He got the fight with Tommy McCarthy, and he took it, and he looked really good in that fight as well, knocked Tommy McCarthy out. Stevie wouldn't typically be the biggest puncher in the world, but good win for him.
The guy he's fighting, Mike Perez, there was a time a few years ago, it feels like he's been around forever, maybe his debut back in 2008. There was a time when everyone really thought he could be the next thing, even in the heavyweight division.
This guy can really fight. I know that's the thing, he was campaigning at heavyweight, but he was never a heavyweight, but he was knocking decent level of opponents out. Really good. I remember the hype about him when he arrived in Ireland. He's been based in Ireland for a long time. It seems like forever ago, but the guy can really fight. It's a dangerous fight for Stevie.
Yeah,
he needs to be so switched on at the very start.
And just the 3 defeats, but you have to look at the names of the 3 defeats. I mean, he lost to Povetkin.
Yeah.
He lost to Marius Bradis.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's competitive. Some of them were competitive as well, the defeats.
Yeah.
He can really fight. But I think that Stevie's a massive underdog. He understands that. If he's smart and switched on the first 3-4 rounds, who knows what will happen to a 39-year-old in the second half of the fight.
I was going to ask that, is the equalizer here age?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Stevie's a consummate professional. He's not the youngest guy in the world. I think Stevie might be 34, but lives the life. Always fit, always in shape. Doesn't mess about in between fights. So in terms of years, actual years, he's a lot younger, but in terms of their physicality and their bodies and what they've went through in fights, Steve is a lot younger and fresher.
I think we always say this, there's always a fight on the card that almost disappears within a card. And I feel like this is it, but all of a sudden, as we get closer, a lot of people are looking at this one as something that might steal the show. It really could sort of just go fireworks immediately.
Yeah, it's a good fight. Like I said, Stevie's in a good run of form at the minute. He had the best win of his career last time out. He's a lot bigger than Mike Perez. We can see here just with them standing beside each other. But Mike Perez is used to fighting big guys, and he knocks them out a lot of the time. So Stevie will need to be on his game. Very switched on from start to finish.
Again, you mentioned that both of them are based in Ireland. Would they have sparred each other, maybe?
I'm not sure, you know. I don't know. I think Stevie would have probably told me if they had sparred, but yeah, like I said, at the Enigma, there was a few Cubans come over at the same time. Perez was one of them. Luis Garcia, not the Liverpool player, he was another one. And there was one more, but they can all really fight. But there's a thing about Cubans, when they get out of Cuba, sometimes they don't live the life.
They like to have a bit of fun as well.
And I'm hoping Perez is taking this one a bit lightly.
Again, really good fight. We are going to hear from both, I think, Stephen Ward first. Again, coming off that really good win against Tommy McCarthy, he's with Dev Sani.
Okay, Stephen Ward. That's the face-off there with Mike Perez. A few verbals. What was said up there?
What aftershave you wearing?
And what aftershave is he wearing?
No, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. He was asking me. No, it was good. It was good. Just we're both excited. We're both ready to go now.
You've said before that you need those sorts of fights right now that give you the nerves, give you that little tingle. What are the nerves like right now?
Yeah, they're good. They're controlled. Camp's went well. We've trained well. It's been a good performance. I feel like I'm on a real flow at the minute, and I'm just excited to test myself against peers.
How much would it mean to you to pick up the win tomorrow night?
Massive. I will. I'll pick a win tomorrow night. I'll do it for me. I'll do it for my family. And I'll do it for all the ones that have been backing me for years and years, which I always appreciate.
Best of luck to you, Stephen Ward.
And thank you, Ipswich. Thank you.
Okay, make some noise for the quiet man, Stephen Ward. Let's hear from Mike Perez. There was talk up there about aftershave. Nice to see you. What aftershave is he wearing? What aftershave are you wearing? What's going on?
Aftershave? Yeah. Why, I smell good? I think it's sound louder or something.
What did you say to each other up there? Are you trying to get in his head a little bit?
Nah, I just playing. I just, it's nothing personal. Like I said yesterday, like I just playing. He's a nice guy. I just respect him. I thank him for taking the fight and just give me the opportunity to fight in such a platform, So I just can't wait. I just can't wait to just put the performance that I always do and just bring that belt back home.
Your last 3 fights have ended in the first round. How many rounds are we going to get tomorrow if it all goes your way?
Hopefully more than the last fight. So we see, like I'm ready for anything. I have trained this like for 8 long months, so I'm ready for anything, even if I had to go 10 rounds, 12 rounds, 24 rounds. But like I try to take the fight out as quick as possible, like always.
Best of luck to you, Mike Perez.
Thank you.
Okay, Mike Perez, ladies and gentlemen.
Our next 2 fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest. It will be for the WBO European Heavyweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the scale the challenger. Coming to us from Essen, Germany. He brings a professional record consisting of 22 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, 18 of his 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Big Patrick Cortez.
Every fight card should have a couple of heavyweight fights in it. Like that should be in the contract.
Yeah.
Because they always bring the action. It's exciting. Both of these guys can bang a lot as well. Patrick Cortez, eagle-eyed viewers will remember that he fought Huey Fury last year and got stopped, I think, in a couple of rounds. So for him, it's almost he lives by the sword, dies by the sword.
Yeah, I mean, both of these guys have decent records. I mean, they have high knockout ratios. I'm looking forward to a good fight. I don't know too much about them, if I'm being honest, Eddie, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Here is the highly ranked, reigning and defending WBO European Heavyweight Champion, Nelson, the Albanian Eagle Husa.
This guy doesn't do overtime. Nelson Husa, they're trying to fast track him because he's 40.
Yeah.
22 fights, 22 wins, 20 knockouts.
Yeah, it's a great record, isn't it? I mean, it's a big platform for him to look good. I mean, I'm a boxing fan. I don't know too much about him, but I imagine there's a lot of other people in the UK that are in a similar boat to me, but they'll know about him tomorrow night if he puts on a good performance, which I know we'll be looking to do.
Massive fan base in Albania.
They do. The Albanians, they bring them out, don't they? We've seen it before.
Yeah, we have seen it with Florian Mark, who's a great example. Yeah. They will follow you, but again, they're thinking he can do something. And they're trying to get him a big name, and this is the platform to showcase what he's got. And I think the hope then is to get him on the Wembley card to see if he can really step it up against someone of note. That's the plan anyway.
It all needs to go well for him here tomorrow night and look good. And then obviously, if that's the plan, and I know he's linked up, there's some sort of link to the Warrens as well, so they'll be looking after him. But a win here, look good. A credible name in his next fight, and who knows what happens.
Exactly. We are waiting to hear from him. Obviously, he's doing what you used to do, Carl, and take your time, make the fighters wait. Yeah. Put on trainers, laces up, even though
I always had to put my trainers on because it was always shorter than everyone, so it always...
You used the extra bit We are going to hear from Nelson Husa. But we are going to get a face-off first. Let's see the two gents. Let's see the stare down.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest for the WBO European Heavyweight Championship.
I can guarantee you this one doesn't go more than 3 rounds.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
We want to see
that's what we
knockouts,
wanna
Eddie,
see.
don't we? We want to see knockouts.
All right, let's hear it from Nelson Husa. He's on the stage with Devsani.
Okay, Nelson Husa, look at this. How much are you looking forward to this? You've been waiting for a big stage to make a statement, haven't you?
Yes, and first of all, I want to start with one thing for Queensberry promotion, George and Frank Warren, and also for all the Warren family. And after, I want to say that I wait too much for this time, and I work too much for this match. So I think and I hope I will do all my best, and to show that I am the European champion, and I want to go more, and I want to win the first world championship for Albania.
Well, you've got 20 knockouts from your 22 wins. It's quite the record. Are you expecting to knock out Patrick Cortez tomorrow?
Also, Patrick Cortez is a good opponent, too much knockouts. We hope to do very good fights, and I want to win. This is more important. Yes, I hope to win with one beautiful knockout.
Best of luck to you, Nelson Husa.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for both the WBC International and vacant EBU European Super Lightweight Championships. We will first welcome the challenger from London, England. His professional record consists of 15 wins, 2 defeats, 1 draw, 3 wins. Coming by way of knockout, he is the former British, English, and Southern Area champion and current Commonwealth Silver Lightweight champion, Liam Dillon.
There was a time when Liam Dillon was on a bit of a tear, and then he ran into Reece Bellotti.
Yeah.
And it's kind of stuttered since then. Reece Bellotti lost, the Ryan Garner defeat as well. He's now jumping up a couple of weight classes. He actually looks good, to be fair, on the scales, but I do wonder about that kind of the double jump he's doing.
I think so. I think it's going to be an issue, and the fact that he's fighting a very good fighter in Pierce O'Leary, that also makes it doubly more difficult for him. But I like Liam Dillon's style. I like how he fights. He's always an exciting fight, but you know, the old cliche, there is levels in his games, and I think that the Pierce is a level above and 2 weights above as well.
Yeah. Pierce O'Leary back in 2024, that really good win over Darrow Foley.
Yeah, Pierce can fight, really can fight. Puncher, big puncher, maybe a bigger puncher than his record suggests he is. Good boxing IQ as well, knows his way around the ring. I think he could be the next kind of standout star behind Anto Kakachi in Ireland.
And again, like a lot of fighters on these cards, they've been waiting for that big opportunity. I mean, tomorrow he's chief support.
Yeah.
You know, in front of over 20,000, that's your opportunity. You
Absolutely,
gotta take
it is. It's a huge platform for all these guys that are getting the TV slot. But
Yeah.
I think that, and talking about their styles, I have a feeling that Pierce O'Leary can look really good in this fight for as long as he wants, and then I do think he'll get the stoppage at some point. Liam Dillon is a tough guy, but he's jumping up 2 weight divisions to fight a very good fighter in Pierce O'Leary. I think we're going to see, because of Dillon's style, I think we're going to see a special performance from Pierce.
Yeah, stylistically, it's a good matchup for Pierce O'Leary.
I think so.
He can fight, as you say, he can punch. I mean, he's nicknamed Big Bang for a reason.
Yeah.
And I think once he starts sitting on these shots.
And I think this is always a wee bit of a tactic, putting them glasses on. You don't want to hit him, you know what I mean? He's like Clark Kent.
WBC International and vacant EBU European Super Lightweight Championships.
I think the feeling is this is going to be as good for as long as it lasts.
I think so. I think Dillon's going to come and he's going to try and be aggressive and mark Pierce O'Leary down, but I think that suits Pierce, and I think he's going to look really good tomorrow night.
like it. A longer than usual stare down. Always wonder if this means anything. Like a psychology thing.
No,
like,
it doesn't.
does it?
It's
Okay.
absolutely nonsense. Everyone used to think, oh, he looked away first. He's losing tomorrow night. What a lot of nonsense.
All right, we are going to hear from both fighters. Let's hear from the former British super featherweight champion, Liam Dillon.
Okay, Liam Dillon, biggest fight of your career, biggest weight of your career as well. How does it feel up at super lightweight for you?
Yeah, I feel a lot more comfortable. I feel great. I've had the best camp of my life. Ready to put on an upset tomorrow. This ain't new to me being the underdog, so I'm ready to bring the win home.
What is it going to take to get it done? Because he's very highly rated. A lot of people are saying a lot of things about Pierce O'Leary.
He's a great fighter, but you're going to come across great fighters at this level. I've boxed great fighters my whole career. And yeah, again, this ain't new to me.
Best of luck to you, Liam Dillon.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's hear from the Big Bang, Pierce O'Leary. This is the belt that you've wanted to win. It's around there, the European title. How much are you looking forward to this moment?
First and foremost, I want to thank Frank and George for getting me on this card in front of all these amazing fans that come out here today just to see the weigh-in, and it's going to be 10 times bigger tomorrow night. The belt, it's always something that I wanted, and finally getting the opposition now to fight for it and ready to bring that back to my homeland in Dublin.
Frank Warren refers to you as Superman and Clark Kent. I noticed you've got the glasses on at the moment, so this is Clark Kent. When do we see Superman?
See Superman tomorrow night, when them hands are getting wrapped. You'll see a whole different strategy. You'll have Joe going in my ear, telling me what to do, and I'm going out there to execute it.
How does this fight go?
It doesn't matter which way it goes. Once I perform, but that's all I have to do. And then we be all going back to Dublin, and we raving off another big title then, please God.
Best of luck, Pierce. Big Bang O'Leary.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event tomorrow will be a battle of the undefeated, scheduled for 12 rounds, and it will be for the vacant WBA interim heavyweight championship of the world. It is being brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, in association with Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, Platform Sports, Tasman Fighters, and Gold Star Promotions. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Brisbane, Australia. He brings an undefeated record with 12 wins, 7 of his 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the highly ranked, undefeated former Australian champion and current WBO Global and IBF Pan-Pacific heavyweight champion, Justis Huni.
Very softly spoken Justis Huni, but he's come here for business. Honestly, he's taking this fight and he's ready, and he's thinking he's going to pull off the upset. And look, everyone's excited about him. Frank Smith's here from Matchroom. They're very excited about him. He's a lump. He's built like a modern day heavyweight.
A lot of people within the game give him a chance, you know. I still favour Fabio. I think Fabio's the favourite in the fight. I don't see it as wide as the bookies, but Huni can really fight. Smart heavyweight.
And now let's welcome to the scale from right here, Ipswich, England. He's undefeated with 18 wins, 1 draw, 17 of his 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Currently ranked #1 by the WBA, here is the undefeated former British, English, and Commonwealth heavyweight champion, Fabio Wardley.
Dream come true this for Fabio Wardley, fighting in his hometown, not just his hometown, but the stadium as well. Portman Road, live on the zone tomorrow evening, and you heard Thomas Triber say it. He's ranked #1 with the WBA. He wins this one. He's in line. I mean, he's in line for the winner of Usyk Dubois.
Going from where he came from 10 years ago, he was fighting on a white collar scene, and now he's on the verge of fighting one of the big guys. It's a big night, big opportunity for Fabio. all the pressure's on him though. Yeah. You've got Huni coming in with plenty of time, but people are saying it's a short notice fight. It's not really. It's 6 weeks he had, so it's plenty of time. But it's a very different fight than the Miller fight.
We haven't seen Fabio for a long time. It feels like that anyway. That one-round demolition was October.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Against Fraser Clark. So he's been out the ring for a while.
And let's not forget, he's been in a few tough fights as well.
Yeah.
Fights like that, and fights like especially the first Fraser Clark fight, they take years off your life, never mind your career. So, well, I still have him as a favourite in this fight tomorrow night, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I guess you could say the same thing about Justis Huni. There you go, Fabio's asking for more noise, he's got more noise. Justis Huni, that fight against Kevin Lorena.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Against Lorena,
yeah, and it was a good win for him, but he was hurt in that fight. And look, Lorena, we've seen Lorena hurt Daniel Dubois, so obviously he can punch, but I don't think anyone that Huni's fought punches as hard as Fabio Wardley. No. I have a feeling we're going to see Fabio behind in this fight at a point, but then get the stoppage. I'm not sure when, but Huni has enough about him to win the first few rounds anyway.
Can't wait for this one. A big fight in the heavyweight division. This has so many implications as to what everyone does next. Fabio Wardley unbeaten. The one draw on that against Fraser Clarke. He avenged that draw immediately in the return first round knockout. Justis Huni unbeaten as well. So someone's O has got to go. That's what they say in the trade.
Yeah, and do you know what? It's a good fight for the boys. A lot of times when you see a fighter lose and maybe that's their career over, people talk about it all the time, but the winner of this fight can go on to big and better fights. The loser, their career can still progress, and they can get the loser could potentially still become a world champion, which is the mad thing about this fight.
All right, let's hear it from Justis Huni. He's with Dev Sani.
Okay, Justis Huni. I mean, we're nearly there now, 24 hours to go. The crowd really riled up for Fabio. What's going through your mind right now?
Love it. I love it. You know, I'm soaking it all up and embracing it. I can't wait for tomorrow night. Time to have some fun.
It feels like that's just a sample of what is to come tomorrow night. Are you ready mentally for that kind of reaction?
Of course. Like I said, I love it, and yeah, I'm going to embrace it and soak it all up.
You've talked about how you took this fight to really get your name out there. Not enough people have been talking about you. What do you think people will be saying about Justis Huni tomorrow night?
I took this fight on 6 weeks' notice, and I'm here now. You know, the hard work is done. Time to go out there and have some fun and show this side of the world what I'm about.
He says to beat him, you're going to have to pick up the ring canvas and stick it right on top of him. Are you prepared to do that?
I'm ready. That's all I've been thinking about in training, you know. Picking that ring up and putting it right on top of him.
Best of luck, Justis Huni.
Cheers, brother. Thank you.
Okay, let's hear from Fabio Wardley. Fabio, does it feel real yet?
It's getting there. It's getting there. Things are... This crowd here is just giving you a little taste of what's going to go on tomorrow night.
This is incredible. I mean, the mayor of Ipswich is here. Ipswich have turned out. Are there any nerves? This is a bit different, right?
Nah, no nerves. This is everything I've asked for, everything I've wanted for the last few years between me, the team, Frank, the club, and everyone wanted to bring this dream together. And we're only hours away. So, yeah, look, tomorrow night's going to be huge.
There you go. Listen. Everything this week has been on your doorstep. You're walking around town. It's not like a normal fight week. At what point have you got to make sure you switch on? You're not at home anymore. You know, you've got to fight.
Yeah, look, it's been a nice, relaxed fight week, easing into all of the events, seeing all familiar faces, family, friends all around me. But don't worry, the switch will get flicked on the night.
And when it does, how is this fight going to go tomorrow night, Fabio?
Come on, Dev, you know what I do. Everyone in this building knows what I do. The fight is always entertaining. There's never been a boring Fabio Wardley fight, and one way or another, we're getting that knockout.
And finally, Fabio, what about a message for all of these guys?
Just a massive thank you. Thank you to everyone here. Thank you to everyone that's bought a ticket, and see you all tomorrow.
Fabio Wardley.